Emily, we've got to get the gang back together for one last job. I don't know what it is yet, though.
Yeah, what's our heist, please?
Did they say gang? I don't know. The crew, the team. We gotta get the team back together. The squad. They squad back up fucking a half an hour into this film. I said timestamp when they get the gang back together.
30 minutes. And it's not even like here's the thing. It's not even a significant amount of time, in my opinion. It's just a year. It should, tell me, 5 years. Minimum.
10
for getting the gang back together.
Right. Only a year, yeah. I guess they had to move quick, or lest Ed Norton be spending that gold.
Yeah, I suppose.
Lest he be buying more houses, I guess.
Did he not split it with the two guys that came and shot everyone with him?
Likely, yeah. What happened to their gold bricks? Are those accounted for?
I mean...
Did he pay them fair wages, or did he scam them as well?
I would think that he shot them in the face.
Ed Norton in this movie was contractually obliged to be there. Did you know that?
What do you mean?
Well,
no, I didn't know that.
I'm going to pause in the middle of my fun fact to introduce the podcast.
Well, yes. Hey!
Hi, this is The Swamp. It's our podcast. It's an acronym.
Stands for some Wet House Movie Podcasting.
My name is Dara.
I'm Emily.
And Ed Norton was contractually obliged. Ed Norton was in a contract with, I wrote it down, what was it, Paramount? Oh, I just wrote Ed Norton hates being here.
Sure, well, yeah.
He was in a contract with whatever studio this was, Paramount, Universal, whatever. And they, made him do this movie. And, I guess every day on set, he just made it very known to everyone how dog shit he thought this was and that he hated being here. And I'm like, that's probably why they made you wear that fuck-ass goatee, Ed. They were like, as
punishment for being an asshole.
For having a bad attitude.
Interesting. So they had him in, a real old-school contract. Mm-hmm. Said, you're gonna give us 5 movies.
Right.
Pay up. Yeah, okay.
And they said, 2003's The Italian Job is what's up next. And that's what's up next this week, you guys. So it's my mom's birthday. We love Jen here on the podcast. And February is her birthday month, and so we let her pick around here because I'm a lovely daughter. Mm-hmm. I give that grace to my mother, and so she decided to set up a whole fucking theme.
It was great.
It's chocolate or vanilla, which is her game that she hosts.
Of course.
Halfway through the show, she'll pop up in a bit, but she wanted to give us chocolate or vanilla choices of movies. Mm-hmm. So the theme for this one was movies that my dad will put on cable and watch through to the end, and our choices were Pitch Perfect or The Italian Job. Mm-hmm. And Emily wanted to go with The Italian Job, and so that's what we're doing this week in honor of both my mother and my father in a way, but it does make sense because I have seen this movie maybe 400 times and you have seen it once just now.
I wanted to... This was a movie that I feel like I heard about so much because obviously you've watched it 400 times. Mm-hmm. I know you have a big background here.
It was always on. It was just always fucking on.
But I just thought it would be funny to make you watch a bad movie, but I also forgot that I was also gonna have to watch the bad movie.
Right. Yeah, in punishing me as a joke, you therein punished yourself because you forgot that. Yeah,
no, this is a dual effort.
Wow.
Speaking of, happy Swampiversary.
Oh my god, Swampiversary. I forgot.
this is, so glad we're doing The Italian Job on our 4-year Swampiversary.
4 is kind of anticlimactic. We can write off 4.
Yeah, sure.
We don't have to. 5, we should do something big, but it's 4. Okay. That's not a milestone. I don't know. So The Italian Job feels... Whatever. Yeah. Fair enough.
But thank you to everyone who's stuck around for the last 4 years or even listened to just one episode. If you just found this because you are really into The Italian Job,
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Click away now because I'm going to be trashing this movie.
I'm sorry because I hate The Italian Job. Yeah, but old friends, new friends, all alike, thank you all for listening. We do this because we have fun doing it, and we hope that you enjoy listening. We love to be your friends in your headphones.
Sure.
Trying to not think about what the fuck is going on in the world, and instead think about why I want to punch Mark Wahlberg in the face so fucking bad in this movie. I hate him.
He's so
He's our protag, the Mark Wahlberg of it all.
Well, here's the thing, is that they're all nothing characters, so I don't even feel like I can hate him more than the rest of them.
What are you talking about? We got one designated backstory clip for each person, so we knew one fact about them. We know that. And you weren't even paying attention, because you didn't even know that Seth Green was the inventor of Napster, hence all the Napster jokes. And I was like, are you confused by all the Napster jokes? And I thought it was because you were going to not know what Napster was, but you did go to music school.
Yeah,
and like
did.
Lawsuits, Napster, that's a thing.
Yeah, they did teach us plenty about that.
Right, but when they were reintroducing the gang, I think you were maybe getting more pizza.
Yes.
And
sounds about right.
They were reintroducing the gang.
We went really Italian tonight.
And we get these little backstories. So if you haven't seen The Italian Job, oh my god, like,
please
really don't. Please don't. It's basically...
Like, this is I would hope that this podcast and us talking about The Italian Job is actually better than sitting down and watching the movie The Italian Job.
Right. God, I can only hope.
In the 4 years of doing this, I would really hope that that's at least where we hit. Is that we give a little bit more entertainment than watching The Italian Job.
Oh, but where's Mos Def? I wish Mos Def was here with us. You guys, I wish we could afford to get Mos Def. Oh, also, wait, I wanted to say, sorry to put a pause on Mos Def and a pause on The Italian Job, but I wanted to say, if you ever hear ads run during this show,
we're dead.
We didn't put that shit there because a friend told me recently that something played at the end. So I'm thinking it was maybe just like transition, like a Spotify ad in between podcast episodes. But I'm worried that they're going to start doing shit to our shit.
Yeah.
Without
forcing ads on.
So I just want to make it known here, if there's ever like formal like ads from sponsors, that is fucked up. You should and you should comment and let us know. Yeah, that's gonna piss me the fuck off. Yeah. Anyway,
if they're gonna do it, they're gonna pay us.
And so that we can afford to get Mos Def. That's where my train of thought was going. So that we can afford to get Mos Def here.
Yeah. Now we have a whole plan. And there's a plot.
Well, then the plan is really going in a different direction if we're getting Mos Def here. Oh, I have little hearts all drawn around his name in my notebook here.
He's so pretty. I had no idea who he was.
Wow. So he is a rap. I guess maybe he's not as famous as I think he is, just because my husband really likes him as an artist, and it was like always like funny that I knew Mos Def from the Italian Job, and he knew Mos Def from, being a famous rapper from the 90s, right? But yeah, his like most famous album I would say is from like the late 90s, and then he like had some albums in the early 2000s. So this movie came out in 2003, so he was sort of like still popping off, music wise and being culturally relevant. Yeah. And I think he's done a couple other acting things as well, but he is primarily a rapper. I love him in this. I think he was cute.
He was cute.
He delivered his lines and he looked really nice, and he had a little charm about him.
Yeah.
And I thought it was lovely. I thought he had one of the better performances.
He was the least...
At least didn't piss me the fuck off.
I thought he was the least offensive part of this movie.
Right.
Real. Charlize Theron
carried.
Yeah, but even it was so corny. Even she couldn't really.
They just made her wear those tank tops and swish her hair around and drive the Mini Cooper.
I mean, she was unbelievably hot.
Yeah, so hot. Served the purpose, but it was kind of like, oh, you're not going to really make her say anything else.
Well, here's the thing: is the movie is sexless.
Yeah, except for the opening where she's in a bed and she calls and she's moaning and she's like, "Hey, Daddy, did you buy me a present?" And then we hard cut to Donald Sutherland and you're like, "Oh hell yeah!" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just getting finished with the job, whatever." And then they start talking, and then she was like, then addressing him as like, "Father, my biological father, who I am speaking to on the phone, my dad." And I was like, "Oh my god! Like, why did you open the call like that, girl?"
Yo, oh my god, I literally forgot that sorry, we just finished this movie not more than 20 minutes ago, and I forgot that that's how this whole thing opened.
She had more chemistry on the phone with Donald Sutherland than she did with Mark Wahlberg in this entire film.
I would pay to watch that movie.
Role reversal, Mark Wahlberg plays her dad. Donald Sutherland plays
I just want to see her and Donald Sutherland get it on. R.I.P. Donald Sutherland.
Rest in fucking peace.
This is we're two-timing. We're back-to-backing Donald Sutherland. Last week we just covered Mockingjay Part 1.
Yeah, real.
Iconic villain, of course. He dies so quick in this.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucks because I love Donald Sutherland.
15 minutes in, they shoot his ass.
Yeah, just about 20 times in the chest.
After they do the Italian job. Which actually really only is the first 10 minutes of the movie. So
they managed to make it so boring.
This heisting gang basically steals this safe full of gold from this manor in Italy.
Sure.
And they blow some shit up, and they do a speedboat chase as a ruse, and they crack the safe underwater. It's hoo-ha, ooh-ooh-ah-ah, goo-goo-gaga. Wow, they sure really did it, didn't they? Right? Wow, Mark Wahlberg, he's a mastermind. And so then they celebrate. Wahoo!
They're on a mountaintop clinking their champagne together.
And Norton, who was, I don't know what his job was, he put some explosive paint on a ceiling. I don't know, man. But he is like, oh, ha ha ha, I'm not very creative. I'll just buy whatever you guys want. It's a joke. And then he turns and gets their asses and double crosses them and steals the money and shoots Donald Sutherland. And Jason Statham just decides to floor it and push their car into the ocean, which is just like a hilarious sequence of events.
Yeah.
But then because Mark Wahlberg is so fucking smart, they hide under the water until Ed Norton thinks that they're dead, and then they drive away with the gold, and then they resurface Donald Sutherland's body and give him a Viking-like burial at sea, and then...
It's the most uncomfortable 30 seconds of Mark Wahlberg holding Donald Sutherland,
dead, waterlogged Donald Sutherland.
Just trying to pretend to cry and doing such a bad job.
Painful. But then we cut to 1 year later, and then we're going to get the gang back together. And here's where we sort of start to learn about our crew. We have Mos Def, who plays the left ear, who lost his hearing in his left ear because of an explosion from when he was a child, because he loves explosives.
Yeah,
that's what he's bringing to the table.
Love the bomb.
He loves to make things blow up, and that's what he's bringing to the table. Sure. And so then we have Handsome Rob, who's Jason Statham.
Can we talk about how Jason Statham is not hot?
Is not hot. I guess he's classically handsome, I guess you could say. He's like in a rugged, masculine sort of way. He's maybe just a little too British for me. I don't really... I just can't take him seriously either. Like, it's just, he's too much of a character.
The hairline is so fucked, dude. Well, yeah. Like, and this is I feel like he's gone, like, bald now.
That's what, in this movie, you gotta just shave it, bro. Why are you even trying to make anything happen?
It's really bad.
Just shave it.
I don't know if it's just a cultural thing, or if it's, like, we're too young for it. Was he more popular in the 90s? Or it was pretty early 2000s, right?
This movie came out in 2003.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't really know when Jason Statham was really popping up as an action star. I really couldn't tell you. But it is interesting that...
Boy, he drives that boat.
Yeah. But, yeah, right. But in 2003, it's interesting to me that, like, the character who they're titling, like, the handsome guy of the group has, like, bad teeth and a fucked hairline. Like... I feel like today, you know...
We just do have higher standards.
We ship them off to Turkey these days, and everyone has veneers. They're like, if you haven't been to the surgery factory, you don't even get to set your foot in the door of the audition room. Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Oh, God.
They get the gang back together. Oh my God, who else? Then we have Napster. Seth Green plays the Napster. What's his real name? What do they call him?
Oh, I don't know.
Alan or something?
Probably.
I don't know. But so he, as the computer...
Nerdy Nate or something. Some stupid fucking nickname.
But he is the computer guy. He's the hacker. Who's really just like the Deus Ex Machina plot device to make anything happen. Like, they're like, we can make anything happen because he can hack the mainframe. Mm-hmm. And then we have Mark Wahlberg and Charlize Theron, right? And that's our crew.
Yeah.
That's our team. Sure. And then there's a guy at the garage who gets one scene where he, like, sort of hits on Charlize Theron and that's it, but he doesn't really get a backstory, but he also plays a pretty crucial part. Wish we got to know more about him in this fucking hour and 50-minute film. I was cutting it in my mind. I was like, cut.
There's so much. Oh my God, the scene with Becky.
Even I would cut this movie probably down to, like, an hour, and then tell them to give us more time with certain things, because it's like It's moving so fast, but yet nothing is happening.
It's all planning. The whole movie is just them telling me how you're planning the heist. And I don't care. And then Charlize Theron is, like, naked for, like, half a second, and that's it.
And nothing happens between the two of them. And then they get married at the end?
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Okay.
Do we even see them kiss once?
I don't even think.
Like, it's okay to make a PG-13 movie, but this is just, even for a PG-13 movie, this is a very bad movie.
Right, don't add romance if you're not going to make it romantic or have any sort of intrigue. Like, it didn't need to be there, right, exactly.
Oh, like, just the laziest shit. The absolute laziest shit.
But basically then later, they're like, we want to double-cross the double-crosser, and we want to avenge Donald Sutherland's deaths. We got to get the team back together, and we got to get that gold back from Ed Norton. So they do a bunch of heisty shit. They plan. They, like, get a scan of his house by sending Charlize Theron in undercover. He sort of catches her and, like, makes her go on a date with him, where he's like, I know that your dad is the guy who I killed, and, you know, whatever. And so then they sort of have to restart their plan, which sort of is this weird, like, pacing issue where it's like, okay, and then we start back again from the beginning. They figure out how to drive the Mini Coopers through the sewers, and what are we going to do? And then they end up blowing up the truck underneath the sewer systems and getting the gold.
It's just too much.
And then we get the gold, and then they really pwn Ed Norton, and they say, hey, you're an asshole, and we hate your ass. And you were rude to those people at the jewelry shop, and they're also the Ukrainian mafia, and they're on our side.
Yeah,
so,
fuck you.
Fuck you. And then that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And then the good guys get the gold back, and everyone lives happily ever after. That's basically what happens in The Italian Job.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I mean, okay, so I watched Ocean's 8 very recently.
Right, the girl boss version of Ocean's 11.
Yeah, fantastic. And it, again, I think another PG-13 movie, if I'm not mistaken. Loved it. Mm-hmm. Talked to me like I was an idiot. Fabulous. Right. There was jewels and glamour. Mm-hmm. You know? This, what did I have? 3 ugly men. Wait, no. It just, like, such a cash grab movie, of course.
Well, yes, it's a remake, so there is an original.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. There is.
Yeah, so there's an original movie from 1969, I believe, called The Italian Job.
I'd be interested to actually watch that.
Which, if my light topical research is any indicator, is not actually like this movie. This movie is not so much a remake as it is took inspiration from, but is an entirely different plot. It basically just is another heist movie. Sure. And they took the name, The Italian Job, from the first movie, and they were like, we're going to use the name, it's going to be a heist movie, but it's otherwise, like, basically entirely different. I think the main character's name is also Charlie. Like, whatever. Fucking Michael Caine. Michael Caine's character.
Yeah, love.
In the original. Yeah, which I'm like, maybe we should see what the original is about.
Honestly, that sounds like a great time. Love Michael Caine. Here for that.
Michael Caine. Batman. No, he does not say it like that. How does he say Master Bruce, Master Wayne?
Yes, Master Wayne. And no guns, no death, no boat. Yeah,
you almost immediately clocked it as, like, nobody is dying on screen. They're all just, like, getting beached or, like, stranded. Yeah, and, like, you immediately clock this as PG-13 violence. And they basically do get the one gunshot to the chest, Donald Sutherland, and that's pretty much it for... There's a lot of chasing and cars and running around, but not a lot of actual...
No, a lot of guys get, like, knocked out with gas instead of, like, just shot in the face.
Right. And I feel like a lot of the tension is built around, like, men being weird to Charlize Theron.
That's the whole movie.
And then Mark Wahlberg, like, fucking guard dog protective about
that fucking scene in the restaurant where he, like, he clocks that she's Donald Sutherland's daughter, and they all come out of the woodwork, like...
yeah, you thought we were dead? Well, guess what? You're wrong. Burn!
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like in Eclipse or something when all the werewolves come out of, like...
oh my god, out of the woods.
Out of the woods to be like, hey... we got their back too.
Yeah.
Like, just so corny.
No, it's like me at the restaurant, like, trying to eat my fettuccine Alfredo. And these people are, like, having this moment, and I'm like, this is not what I'm trying to be doing at this restaurant right now. Why is Mark Wahlberg throwing Ed Norton to the ground?
Yeah.
I'm trying to have my appetizer.
Exactly.
You're knocking my cocktail onto the ground. I'm fucking pissed.
That better be comped.
Why is Mos Def hiding behind a pillar, waiting for the most opportune moment to reveal that he's been here this whole time? Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
So fucking stupid.
One of my other favorite things about this movie, there was a lot of like water scenes.
Right. Oh my god.
It's just we're talking about all the stupid shit. Whoever just made this movie, I don't think has a fundamental understanding of like physics and how water works at all.
Mythbusters could have
oh my god,
field day with this movie.
They
All
would go
about
crazy.
cracking into safes and what that's all about, but specifically also a lot of water mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Sutherland specifically underwater, which is bright blue, writes on a safe with like a white pencil. I assume it's like a white chalk pencil.
Yeah.
He writes on a black safe underwater. You couldn't do that shit. No fucking way.
I know they do have like special things.
Like underwater for scuba divers?
Yeah, things like that.
Scuba pencils?
Yeah, they do.
So you can do an adult coloring sheet while you're down there?
Yep, exactly.
Oh my god. Do like therapy with the fish?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
it's really nice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Damn, you got my ass. Damn, you myth busted my ass.
That one I will myth bust. But
what else about the water?
What was the clinking of the
oh my god.
the hard heavy clinking of the gold bricks underwater. It's just like okay, your sound mixer is just doing a terrible job.
Right. It's underwater. Immerse me, please. Literally, immerse me.
That the bullets underwater.
Oh my god, bullets do not move through water like that. And again, the sound. Zoom, zoom. Why are they like zipping through the water?
It's not
like
Star
rockets?
Wars.
Yeah.
It sounds like Star Wars, like lasers. Like, girl.
Yeah, ridiculous.
What movie do you think this is?
Oh my god. Ed Norton fucking unloads an entire an entire clip of speed rounds of bullets into the water where he thinks, and he just does it again, and they just let the scene go on. He reloads it, and he does it again, and they just let the scene go on.
Here's the thing, is this movie would have been better if they just had him do that 6 times.
Oh my god.
And I just got to watch.
Right, I thought you were just about to say this movie would have been better if it was funny. Like, I feel like a PG-13 action movie
can never be funny.
Needs to be funny. To work, you can't just be doing action, you also need to be doing romance. It's not doing romance. Comedy, it's not doing comedy.
Yeah.
Do something else then, please.
Yeah.
Because the actual action part isn't even actioning, it's all the planning and the plotting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So give me something else to fucking care about.
Yeah, I mean, it also, like, to me, it feels very post 9/11, like sterilized,
right?
In that way, I guess.
Sure, and just like the Mark Wahlberg of it all,
exactly.
Also just feels particularly.
Hey, if he was on that plane, things would have gone a lot differently.
Things would have gone differently. If we're pulling a heist and everyone has a specialty, I'm going to say Jen's specialty is saying 2 things and letting me pick which one I like better. I don't know how we're going to fold that into the planning of the heist, but I think Mark Wahlberg will fit you in somewhere.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Jen, hi, you're back, as always, to do your interim podcast segment, Chocolate or Vanilla. You're going to just say 2 things. We're all going to say which one we like better. A, how are you today? And B, is there a theme this week? And C, also, do you want to speak on the Italian job? Because it's your month this month.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. A, I am pretty good. B, there is a theme. I took movies that these cast members were in, and you have to say which movie you like better.
Okay.
Slay.
So, yeah. And
great
then,
cast. Stacked cast.
Yeah. That's I didn't want to do them in this or something else, because I feel like I've been overdoing that lately. So I just
picked none of them in this are very good.
No. Always pick the other movie. And then can I speak to it? So you guys know me. I love a group where each person has their own superpower or identifying thing.
Sure.
And I used to work with these 3 women, and the 4 of us sat in a square, right? And one was really kind, and one was really smart, and one was really funny. And I'm like, what do I bring? I don't have a defining characteristic. They're not like, oh, Jen, she's the one who's blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I always felt like I want to be that person who has one thing. Yeah.
Oh, but Jen, you contain multitudes.
Yeah.
And what really is that you're Mark Wahlberg, you're really pulling all the strings because you recognize that in other people and you see the bigger picture and you say, we're in this cubicle. Where
I'm running this shit.
I'm making a plan. So that's where you're at. But yeah, we do love a tropey, each person has their shtick type of movie for sure.
Oh yeah. And it's just like, I imagine if you're an author and you set that up, it writes itself. You know what I'm saying? Once you give the people the right characteristics and stuff, or the right superpower. What would your superpower be, though? All right, no, two questions. So if you were in one of those movies where everyone had a superpower, what's your superpower? And if you were in the heist movie, what's your heist skill set that you bring?
So like realistically, I think I could probably like maybe cause a big distraction. And that's about it. Like, I could distract a group
You need that in the heist group, though.
People while they get away or something. Like, I'm really not good for much. I'm clumsy. I'm loud. I'm not sneaky. So if we're doing heist shit, I'm bad at driving. I can't do locks. I would say it'd have to be some sort of, like, loud distraction. I'll plan the distraction. I think that's what I'm bringing. And then if again, realistically, what superpower do I have in the group? I'm probably like the person who can mend small objects back together, like something like really kind of lame. But if I could have any superpower, I've often said, I wish I could imitate anyone's voice on command perfectly. That would be my ultimate superpower.
That'd be a really good one. I always liked the idea of, being able to shapeshift.
Ooh, yeah.
That one's definitely a
like
favorite.
Mystique.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know, my heist thing, I don't know, I think maybe like the breaking in sort of thing, the entering and making a plan. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you guys, and I'm gonna say I should have had an answer before I asked this question, but for the superpower, I feel like the super strength is always fun, and the invisibility, one of those two.
Yeah,
I think, or maybe both. And then for the heist thing, same. Who do I want to be in the heist situation?
Well, I feel like your medical attention, your health, you're the rebuff. You're on standby for when we need when things get real, right?
Yeah, I'll take care of people after. Yeah, I can take care of people after they get hurt.
You're like in the safe house with the medical supplies.
I can see
for
that.
Like, if Mark Wahlberg catches a stray bullet, it's like we got to get him to Jen.
Yeah, I want that. I want that job.
Yeah,
that
that's totally you.
Yeah. With items from the convenience store, of course.
Of course.
Right. Yeah, you really got to make do.
Yeah.
All right. So, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
Chocolate. First one is, what movie you like better, Pride and Prejudice or Mockingjay Part 1?
So who is in?
Donald Sutherland. Yeah, he was
Mr. Bennett.
Mr. Bennett. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll definitely say I think I like Pride and Prejudice more than I like Mockingjay Part 1.
Yeah.
I was pretty down on Mockingjay Part 1 last week.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. And he's a proud papa in that one.
Oh, I thought for sure you guys were gonna go Hunger Games. I'll go Pride and Prejudice also. That was 2005, Keira Knightley, right?
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
Classic.
We have never covered that one. Actually, that's a rom-com that I do like. I feel like the only rom-coms I like though have the historic. They're also like, historical dramas.
Yeah. Period pieces.
Next one is Mark Wahlberg. Transformers or Ted?
Oh my god, Ted, because then at least I don't have to fucking look at him.
Yeah. No, Mark Wahlberg.
No, he's in Ted. He doesn't voice Ted.
He's not the voice.
Yeah, he's the guy. Seth Meyers is.
Seth MacFarlane.
Not Seth Meyers. Seth, yes. Wait, who is it?
Seth MacFarlane?
Yes.
MacFarlane. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I look like I've seen Ted? I guess then I'll pick him in No, there's something whack about his Transformer movies that he's in. There's like a whole plot line about how his underage daughter is like dating a 20-something-year-old, but they're like using a legal loophole in their state to they're like, it's called the Romeo and Juliet law, and we're allowed to be together.
Ew.
And Mark Wahlberg is like you know, like not allowed to be mad at his girlfriend's older boyfriend because of this weird law. It's this weird thing in the new Transformers movies. Look it up. I'll still pick Ted.
I'll go Ted because I do remember at least giggling at that when I was, 14.
Yeah, I never saw Ted. I was gonna say Transformers, but after that, I guess I'll take Ted. Looping back though, Dara, your superpower of being somebody who can just cause a distraction. So in the Fast and Furious franchise, that's totally Roman. Tyrese Gibson, I think is his name.
Okay. I've never seen a Fast and a Furious, so I wouldn't know.
That's totally what he does, is he just causes the distraction.
Right, yeah, he drives the cars in like a donut to like get the police's attention so that they can, go be family somewhere else, for sure.
Yep. Next one is Charlize Theron in Snow White and the Huntsman, or Mad Max Fury Road.
Of course Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, it's Mad Max.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Which we looked into this, and the movie Monster that she notably won the Oscar for also came out the same year as The Italian Job. Mm-hmm. So she must have been filming them maybe around the same time or something.
That's a crazy back-to-back.
That's kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah, good for her. And she was not nominated for Best Actress for this, though. This got no noms. This got no noms. Next one is Seth Green. So Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed or Robot Chicken, the TV show?
I don't think I've ever seen Robot Chicken, so I'll go with Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed because I have seen that many a time.
Yes, I gotta agree with Dara on this one as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Scooby-Doo for the sweep.
Classic.
Next one is Mos Def. So Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or a movie called Be Kind, Rewind with Jack Black. And I just will tell you the premise because I know neither one of you has seen it, and I had to look it up. So Jack Black gets magnetized and accidentally wipes out all the videos of all the video stores. So him and Mos Def try to make movies with a camcorder to keep the customers happy.
That sounds hilarious. I am still gonna pick, though, I forgot that he was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy until you just mentioned it, and it like hit me like a resurfaced memory. I totally forgot he was in that, but he's in that and he's pretty good. I love him. I think he's a cutie patootie, so I will pick him in that movie. But now I'm intrigued about this. Jack Black has recently kind of lost his charm for me. I'm really like kind of annoyed by him, but if it's an older thing with him and Mos Def, maybe I'd be into it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that one. That sounds cheeky.
Yeah, looks silly, but I'll go for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because I like that book a lot, and I don't think I saw the movie, but I know Mos Def would be really good in it. I think he plays somebody really important, though, right?
Yeah, he's one of like the main characters. Him and Zooey Deschanel and Martin Freeman.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
I always say his name wrong. So. Romeo and Juliet from 2011.
Yep.
Or The Meg.
Oh, The Meg. I'll pick Romeo and Juliet. I think it's funny that Jason Statham is in that.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Romeo on this.
Yeah. I'm going to go with The Meg because I actually really, really liked The Meg and Meg 2.
Fair enough.
God. Yeah. That's so funny. Maybe I should try that. I do love I think I get my itch from like Godzilla in that sense, though. I don't need sharks. I have my big guy in the ocean.
Last one is Ed Norton. So in Glass Onion, so like the Knives Out #2, or Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, Moonrise Kingdom. Yeah. Love Moonrise Kingdom. Also, will he soon to be Oscar winner, Ed Norton?
You think?
For his, well, do we think? I'm asking, like, do we think, is he going to win Best Supporting Actor? I think maybe he'll lose to Kieran Culkin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I doubt he will.
Who else is he up against? He's not up against Coleman
Jeremy
Domingo,
Strong as well.
Yep. Oh, I don't know who else.
I don't know who else.
Conclave? Any Conclave?
No one from Conclave. The Tooch didn't get a nom. I'm pissed.
Fucked up.
I'm pissed to hear it.
That is messed up. Then, I guess. Yeah, maybe Ed Norton.
It's Guy Pearce from The Brutalist.
Sure.
Some guy from Anora.
Oh, the bald guy from Anora.
Yeah.
I love him.
Wait,
I hope he wins. I hope he wins.
That'd be fun.
And Kieran Culkin or Jeremy Strong, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will say, Glass Onion. Glass Onion, though, I'm going to go for that because there's another, like, everybody in the group has a different shtick.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done filming, so will it hopefully be out? Like, because it's a Netflix, they produce those pretty fast,
Yeah,
right?
they pump them.
So hopefully.
We'll see.
Yeah, those movies are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not mad about them.
And then before we go, any Grammy opinions? I watched a lot of it last night. I thought it was really good.
My girls,
I actually did, yeah.
My girls were getting their flowers.
I am just glad that Taylor Swift came away with nothing.
Oh my god.
Thrilled.
Am I not a Chappell Roan supporter if I am not a Taylor Swift hater first?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. No, I liked that All the Girlies won. I liked that Kendrick Lamar won for literally
his pedophile song.
Somebody literally said that he won more Grammys for that one song than Drake has ever.
Yeah.
For that one diss track. That's fucking hilarious.
That's amazing.
So funny. I thought some of the performances that I saw clips of looked very well done.
Doechii was
Chappell
amazing.
Roan was awesome.
Doechii was good. Chappell, of course. Also brilliant.
Who is Benson Boone? I don't know. I don't think I want to know.
No, he sucks.
He's doing backflips.
That one song. It's only that one song.
He's truly a one-hit wonder.
And it only got popular because a little kid sang it on TikTok. Like,
sure. I don't know why we're letting him do a whole number. It was kind of strange, but I don't generally have too many opinions about the Grammys, but I thought everyone's dresses were really cool.
Yeah.
I liked the fashion. Mm-hmm. I really liked what Doechii wore when she accepted that huge like hoop skirt, very gray structural moment. Her fashion is always
I think it was pants star too.
Yeah,
that's
it was.
even cooler. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She notably also of the swamp. I have DM'd her to come on the show. If Grammy winner Doechii would like to answer my DM and come on the show, girl, we can watch whatever movie you want. I know I suggested Narnia last time, but we can pick something else. I'll be lenient. And with that, Jen, thank you for being here. And we love you, and we'll see you next week.
All right, I love you guys. Have an awesome night.
Bye.
Bye.
But also, this movie feels distinctly early 2000s in the way that it has just like aged really poorly.
Oh, it's just so fucking boring.
Part of me like wants to know what of it has aged poorly and what of it was just like truly misogynistic to begin with, like and like not funny.
Oh
like,
yeah.
What was still problematic in 2003 that was in this movie? Because there were some parts of it that like really just rubbed me the wrong way that I don't really recall feeling any type of way about as a child, but maybe I just like wasn't picking up on that as much.
What in particular?
But like there's this weird scene with a character whose name is Skinny Pete, and he's a very large man with like long hair and a long beard and tattoos, so he's supposed to be like scary and big or whatever. And Mark Wahlberg and Mos Def go to talk to him, and then like Mos Def starts like freaking out and like can't make eye contact with him and acts like he's never seen like a fat person before. Yeah, like anyone, like he was a large man, and that was the bunt of the joke that he was like, you know, they call him Skinny Pete, but he's huge. But he was like acting like so perturbed by it. It was like just there was like
he had a third arm like sticking out of his head.
Right, just like being really
insane,
weird about it. And that scene read as very strange to me this time around. I'm like, why is he like? Was fat phobia really that much more of a common thing that it's like it would just everyone would be keyed in onto, like, of course you would look at somebody weird, like I don't know, because you know Mark Wahlberg tells him like, oh man, be cool, like he's chill with him, but like are we supposed to feel for Mos Def for like feeling uncomfortable? Like I really don't I don't have a good read on that.
2003, I mean, like that's the height of like skinny fever, you know what I mean? Like it's I couldn't say. I don't know, man. But also it's so weird though. But and like the weird like sexualization of Charlize Theron throughout the entire film, but also still being so sexless.
Right. Like
it just felt like a perfume ad or something like that, or like
Yes, this is a perfume ad and a car commercial.
Yes.
And just
well, yes, for a Mini Cooper.
It's a feature-length film, or is it a Mini Cooper commercial?
Exactly.
It's a Mini Cooper commercial. And Charlize Theron is putting in perfume ad level acting because that's all she needs to do, because it's just a Mini Cooper commercial, right?
Exactly.
Like, that's real.
Basically. Yeah.
But yeah.
The way there's a safe crack maybe twice. The
whole thing is about safe cracking, and she's always practicing cracking safes,
which is just so fucking boring.
But then she gets there and she's like, "It's not the safe I practiced," and it's like, "Girl, you didn't think of that? Like, you didn't think you were just gonna swap out his safe? I don't know. Like, whatever. Yeah, so boring, so anticlimactic, so lame.
Yeah, there's just like." You can do a lot with a heist movie. This is the most boring shit you could do with a heist movie.
Right. It's also called The Italian Job, and they're in Los Angeles for an hour and 20 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking Los Angeles job. It's not the WeHo. What's that neighborhood in LA?
Oh, fuck if I know.
God.
I just know the Palisades now. I don't know. I just wish... Here's the thing, is that watching this movie just made me wish I was watching Speed.
Oh my god!
Because we.
I wish Keanu Reeves was here.
Well, it's the LA transit system for me,
right?
Because I had never even seen her before we watched Speed a couple of months ago.
Yeah, you were like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that LA had underground trains."
And here we have it again.
Yeah, and once again, in the tunnels.
Yeah, but.
This movie makes them seem quite well maintained.
Yeah,
but again, Seth Green is able to hack right in.
Of course.
Imagine if I could hack the T on my way to work.
Oh my god.
My train just gets to go. Oh my god, skip all the stops.
Oh my god. You're the one that's putting the red line in the slow zone for me.
Oh my god.
Pissed. No, this was pretty rough.
But basically that is the butt of Seth Green's whole character, is that he controls the traffic. That he gets into the traffic light system of Los Angeles, and the joke is that, like, LA traffic sucks so bad, what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
If only we could have green lights the whole way. And Seth Green's like, I'm a hacker, I got it. And he makes all the lights green or fucking whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. They made, like, Seth Green very, like, incel-y in this.
Yeah, like, just squirrely. Well, to me, he's always my enemy because of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, of course.
Right? I'm like, I just view him as sinister. He's trying to fuck with Velma, and I'm always sticking up for my girl.
Hey, back off. I don't know, what else is there to say about The Italian Job, really?
The Italian Job. So you mentioned enjoying the Girl Boss Ocean's 8 remake.
Yes.
Ocean's 11?
Yes, Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11, yes. Okay, so I think we should make a Girl Boss remake of The Italian Job. So it'll be a remake of a remake. Okay. We'll remake The Italian Job, and it'll be all girl cast, except we'll get one really hot guy to do nothing but just stand there like Charlize does. Okay. He can crack a safe one time.
Oh, shit.
But we're gonna do a Girl Boss.
Wait, this is really good.
It's gonna be set in I feel like it's gonna be set in Boston, but we have to pick a European city to call it, like, the...
Set in Boston. We set it in Philly. It's like a little gay. No, isn't this in...
The Warsaw Job. And it's like the first 20 minutes we do in Poland, and then the rest is in Boston, right? Like this movie. It's just in America. And so I think we do it in Boston here because we're going to direct this. We're going to be a local production.
Okay.
So I feel like we have to get Io Debris in on this.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we're casting this. Okay.
I feel like we could
do we cast...
Do we get the girls in the mix? Like, do we get Rachel Sennett?
I don't really...
For my heist movie, I think maybe not. But I just did say it needed comedy. But I was bringing that as well.
Yes. Shit. Who else? Here.
Who's from Massachusetts? Oh, Joe Keery's from Massachusetts. He can come be in the heist movie.
Is he from... is that true?
Yeah.
Joe Keery's from... Where is he from?
Yeah, he's from Newburyport. In the North Shore.
He's a North Shore boy.
What other youngish actors are from Massachusetts? Because I'm keeping it local.
Are we keeping it local?
Yeah, because I'm going to say fuck you to Mark Wahlberg, and I'm going to remake The Italian Job in his home city, and I'm going to own his ass. This is the plan.
Shawty, I don't know how many other local Bostonians we can get on this one.
Well, they don't have to be Bostonians. I think they just need to have the spirit of Boston in them. So I think you can find somebody who has the spirit of Boston in them.
Okay, Iowa Debris. Hunter Schafer.
She'll be our handsome Rob.
Yes, of course.
She'll be our beautiful
baby girl Hunter Schafer.
Beautiful Hunter.
Okay, Iowa Debris, Hunter Schafer. Who's is Io playing? Io's our Mark Wahlberg, of course, right?
You know who I want Art to be our himbo is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
He's in some rom-com like horror movie that's out. He's not a good actor either.
No,
but he's so hot.
No.
He just has to be a himbo. Or are we gonna? No, we need to utilize our male characters so that we don't do to them what they do to us, because they did that to Chris Hemsworth in the Girl Boss, fucking Ghostbusters movie, and it was tacky and lame.
Yeah, we should at least give them something,
right?
Yeah. Okay, so. Handsome Hunter Schafer.
No, wait, that sounds so transphobic. We can't say that. That's not what we mean.
No,
we just mean
Rob.
We just mean that she's the eye candy. That she is
obviously still very qualified to be breaking into places as well. But who else? Io Debris, Hunter Schafer.
Oh, and Jennifer Coolidge can play the Donald Sutherland character. And she can be the leader who gets cut early, and so we only have to pay her to be on set for like a day or two.
Yeah, that's good.
So this is why we maybe do need to run ads so that we can get Jennifer Coolidge, because she's also from Massachusetts.
Yes, she is. She is another local. I'm not sure that he has Boston energy or himbo energy. No, he's too soft. I was thinking Josh O'Connor for a minute, but he's too soft for this.
I'm not even thinking about who the
boys yet.
I'm trying to still think. Well, okay. And do we need to assign them specialties? So Hunter Schafer is going to be our vehicles expert,
of course.
I feel like
hot,
in like a fucking Suzuki or something, right?
Hot,
right.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do for that.
Yeah.
Io Debris, what is her skill?
That's our Mark Wahlberg.
Is okay. The brains.
That's our
the mastermind.
That's the mastermind.
Who's our
hacker? Who's our computer hacker guy? Mel Mendes. From
Wait, I feel like
Revenge.
she can be the traitor. She can be Ed Norton.
Ooh,
because she's like hot, so I feel like she can be like the hot.
She can be the hot. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Okay, absolutely. I don't know.
We're gonna round out the group.
We could get. Hold on. Oh God, what's their fucking name? Oh, they just changed their name. They just announced it.
Oh, from I Saw the TV
Yeah. Jack Haven, I think.
Well, they can be the one boy. He can be the one boy. The one boy we get is trans. That's definitely the rule.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or some T-boy swag in there.
Yeah. Add some. That's gonna be the himbo. Has to be some T-boy swag.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna bring to it. Right, and now we just need. Yeah,
we need our computer guy, and we need our
computers, and then that's it. And then we have the Boston Italian job.
Did we? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Who's our computers guy then? I'm partial to Olivia Cooke as an actress. She was my.
Would she be too old? She could play. I feel like the way she's kind of like grungy and gritty in Sound of Metal. If she played like a punk computer hacker, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we got her as our computers gal.
Io Debris the brains. Hunter Schafer's vehicles and also hotness.
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge is going to be Donald Sutherland, is going to get shot in the first maybe 5 minutes even. 5 minutes.
Camila Mendes is
Ed Norton and will be the traitor.
Yeah, and then Jack Haven as our himbo T-boy swag.
Yeah, as Charlize Theron. Who will give like is good at one thing.
Yeah.
We brought you along because you can crack safes or whatever.
Mos Def.
Oh, and who's Mos Def? Keke Palmer.
Right off the cuff.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's perfect.
Because the charisma.
Yes, of course. We need someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I'd watch this.
Yeah, we're going to produce it.
Yeah, set in Boston.
I was like, we're keeping it local. And then we're like, maybe not.
Set in Boston, though?
Yeah, well, it's set the first 20 minutes. I said Warsaw. We can pick a more glamorous city. We're going to do a heist in a European city.
Of course.
Maybe an affordable one, so it can be an affordable movie, you know?
Yeah.
An affordable European heist. But then, the last, 2/3 of the movie will just happen, like, in Quincy. It's like a neighborhood, like, maybe Braintree.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
Cambridge. Alston, even.
No, Cambridge is too nice.
And it's gonna be, it should be about, like, robbing one of the colleges. Robbing
Harvard.
Harvard. Robbing the sacred jewels.
There's a lot. I mean, you could rob MIT's tech or
the
something
blood
like that.
diamonds that they have in the basement of Harvard. Something sinister.
Oh my god. No, if I was gonna steal something from Harvard, I would steal the glass flowers. Have you ever been to that exhibit?
No.
Oh my god. They have like their Earth History Museum thing.
Cool.
But they're these beautiful, you couldn't even tell that they were glass flowers made in like the early 1900s or something like that for people to like look at and understand like the science and like the build up and everything. Stunning shit. Stunning. Yeah, if anyone needs a cute Boston date
Love that.
idea, I would highly recommend checking out the glass flowers at Harvard.
Would highly recommend donating to our GoFundMe so that we can film a movie, a remake of The Italian Job. Because that's what everyone is clamoring for.
Oh, we need to pick the city name, because that's the name of it.
The whatever job, yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't need to be a European city. We
I
could
think
go somewhere else.
I feel like a
We
European.
could go to, like, Australia. We could go to like, Brisbane.
The Brisbane job.
The Brisbane job. the Melbourne job.
If we really wanted to keep it local, we could do the Irish Catholic route and just do it over in somewhere in Dublin.
The Dublin job.
The Dublin job.
The Dublin. Yeah. We'll steal some sort of Catholic relic, and then we can kind of get Boondock Saints on it, and it could be about like returning holy relics to a South Boston church.
Oh, I like that.
Reconsecrating the land, and making Boston whole once again. Yeah,
well, of course.
Yeah, see, it basically writes itself.
You think AI could do this? Oh man.
Yeah, so real. Do you think AI could do this? It's wild. So like, I understand integrating AI into your workflow process as an editor if you want to use it for like cleaning up sound bites or something, whatever. If you want to use it for shit like that is entirely different than using it generatively, right?
Yeah.
That's where the beef lies with me. And the website we use to like record and edit has this fucking feature that's just called AI co-host. And it's just like, just record a podcast and we'll just fill in a co-host with AI. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's so fucked.
I'm sorry. Who are there people out there for real who are listening to podcasts of AI voices? Because I clocked it pretty recently. My mom and I love to do trivia in the car, and sometimes we're all caught up on all our favorite trivia podcasts. So we need to try to find new ones. And there was one that was just like basic trivia, like asking a question, but the pronunciation of a couple of words kind of caught my ear, and I was like, oh, they're totally just fed a script into an AI, and it's just like trivia, right? Because that's so easy.
Yep.
That doesn't need to be personal, but it is such a difference because it's like it's weird and cold and distant.
Yeah,
and it makes me not like it. It makes me not like it.
Oh god, man.
But yeah, so AI co-host, what the hell?
Yeah. We'll keep on chugging.
What? Me being the captain of the SS fuck generative AI ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore, man.
Yeah. Who would AI can't tell you who it wants to fuck, marry, or kill.
Right. Well, it could try. It can emulate me, and it sure can try. But I don't think, honestly, if an AI listened to every episode of The Swamp and then was told to like give an analysis of what our types are, it would break the AI.
Yeah.
We just say too much shit. We just say too much random shit. Data, like maybe you could find some through lines, obviously, but
I wonder. Well, yeah.
Or like she just seems like she wants to fuck the Muppets. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the real conclusion. Yeah.
She just really loves felt, guys. I don't know.
But to fuck, marry, and to kill in this film, I feel like, do we want to say our main three are Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, and
Ed Norton?
Ed Norton, not Donald Sutherland. Ed Norton, because we're obviously both just going to kill Ed Norton.
Yeah, of course.
But would I kill Ed Norton over Mark Wahlberg? I would maybe kill Mark Wahlberg, actually. But in this movie, Ed Norton is so slimy.
Yeah,
he is so really, irredeemable.
He's really greasy.
He gives you no reason to root for him.
Yeah, I think I'd have the bad sex with Mark Wahlberg and just take the L.
Unfortunate. Yeah. I guess I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Completely unlikable villain, and the villain's whole character flaw is that he's unimaginative. So it just makes him an uninteresting character.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
his character flaw is that he's not very smart. Like, okay.
Great.
So and that's why they succeed in the end. Like, I don't know, it's fucking stupid. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. Mark Wahlberg.
The whole movie, though.
Why do I feel like Mark Wahlberg's dick is like really curved to the left for some reason? You know what I mean?
Oh no!
He gives me one of those vibes.
Oh, something inside me curdled when you just said the phrase Mark Wahlberg's dick. Like, I don't want that energy in my presence. Disgusting.
Apologies.
Disgusting.
We can talk about your wife, Charlize.
Oh my god, Charlize Theron. It was just glowing. I'm like, they give her like good lighting, and everyone else they're like.
They're boys.
The gaffers were over by Charlize, and they're like, it doesn't matter how anyone else
as long as she looks phenomenal.
Dewy. Yeah, she looks amazing in every shot.
Yeah, she doesn't look real. She looks like a Barbie. It's crazy.
And in the way that they wanted it to look like she was wearing no makeup, even though she is wearing makeup, but she's wearing no makeup, Hollywood makeup.
Yeah, it was good.
Which was really good.
It was good. I'll give them that. There wasn't a lot of stuff they did well, but they did that pretty alright.
And the choice to have her go like no bra, like tank top for most of the movie. Also, very,
of course,
very good.
Yep, can't say no to that. Undeniable.
Good stuff.
Out of the whole movie, though,
I'm gonna fuck Charlize Theron. I'm gonna marry Mos Def.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna kill probably still Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck Donald Sutherland.
Hell yeah.
The way that he was talking to her in the beginning, yeah, absolutely. Even with that fuck ass mullet that they gave him.
Oh, the crew cut.
It was really, really bad.
They did him dirty.
Really bad. But I'd still absolutely bounce on it crazy style.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm gonna, I'll still marry... I don't know. Charlize is even just like a nothing character.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I guess I'll marry Mos Def, and then I'll still kill Ed Norton. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Sure.
And then you're gonna host a little Italian party. We had a little watch party, and honestly, I want to shout out what we ate because I feel like that's pretty good. It's just like
not bad.
Like House of Pizza, your local, whatever's near where you live. You can just call in, order, pick it up, whatever your go-to pizza preference is. It can be Italian, it can be Greek, it can be whatever.
Yeah, from
the freezer even, but just like a House of Pizza. And just like a big old fucking Caesar salad.
Classic.
We just got, like a margarita pizza and a Caesar salad. It was greasy. It was good. It was perf.
Yeah.
What I want for this. And then I think you should drink an amaretto sour.
Oh,
I feel like
nice.
Because this movie is just kind of like a light to nothing movie.
Yeah.
And amaretto sour is just sort of like it's just sweet. It's like a nothing drink. It's just sort of like, it's not even really going to get you drunk. It just kind of tastes like nice soda.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's light violence, light sex, light plot, light acting, light everything. It's just kind of like a light, easy movie.
Yeah, no. I said, I went with Bud Light, but any light beer, of course. And I think that you make, this is a dad movie. For sure. This was Gary's movie. You should cook and you should watch from the kitchen while you watch this, and then you should eat your meal while you actually watch something good. That's the real move. Yes, of course. But I think you make dad nachos. I feel like everyone has their version of dad nachos. My dad's version of nachos was it was usually Tostitos scoops. That's what we had in our house often. Yeah. If we had shredded Mexican cheese, of course, yes, and then just like the bottom of a Sabra, not Sabra, but like a salsa thing, right? Total, but like also if you don't have shredded cheese, just a slab of American cheese, ripped up slice American will do. The fucked shit, like you get real like bottom of the barrel with these nachos, like you're scraping by on like calling Pringles as the chip base. Interesting. For nachos. Yeah. Pringles. I mean, pretty fucked. Yeah, that is a little fucked. Yeah. I bet it wasn't that bad though. It was not that bad. Yeah, exactly. I ate it. Yeah. I'd still eat it. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, just your worst nachos, I'm gonna go with. And then hence you're gonna cook while you watch this, while standing up halfway between your kitchen and the TV. And then you're really going to eat for what movie are you going to follow this up with? Well, this movie opens up with a boat chase through the canals in Italy, and that just made me want to watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So I'm going to go ahead with that, because that's a way better heist movie.
Love that.
Yeah, what about you?
I need to dip my toes into those Spielbergy waters.
I think you would honestly really like them.
I probably would, yeah. And I'm very charmed by Harrison Ford, so...
Yeah, he's really hot.
And I like it when men have dirt on their face.
Yeah, oh yeah, you'll fall for it.
I had two options. I was surprised to learn that the director of this movie, F. Gary Gray, also directed the 2015 film Straight Outta Compton, which I did enjoy.
Fair enough.
I think you can do a back-to-back directorial fucking headbanger.
Yeah, might as well.
Or I think you should just watch, obviously, Charlize Theron driving a car in an even cooler way, and that's Mad Max Fury Road. Of course. Duh.
Yeah.
And what are you going to rate this out of 10? I'm going to give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah, this movie's awful.
Really bad.
This movie is really bad. Sorry, Gary. But this simply was one. It just, when it was on cable, which was all the time, we would just stop and finish it to the end, because...
It's a cable movie.
It's a cable movie, yeah. Yeah, it's a PG-13 light action, family-friendly romp. Yeah. The Italian Job.
What more could you want?
I probably could close my eyes and, like, watch most of it in my head if I focused real hard.
God, that's fucking tragic.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
That's a rough one, man.
Yeah, I can do Shrek pretty easy. And
it's
Shrek 2 pretty easy.
I can do
Coraline for sure.
I can do a couple. Dirty Dancing.
I can do the season of Survivor where they were in China. Dirty Dancing, that's a good one.
Ferris Bueller, probably.
Yeah,
those ones. But those were my stop and watches.
Right, where you like focus on the inside of your eyelids and you're like, okay, I'm gonna recreate it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, just me. Thank you for listening. Again, Swampiversary. Hey, shut up. We're 4 now. We're this many. We're 4 years old now. And that's a presidential term.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, look at us.
Oh my God, we've served.
We did.
We've been... have we been serving? I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
But thank you all for being here. If you're listening, if you're still listening, if you want to find us, you can find us using the links in the description below at social medias. We don't really post a lot so much anymore because it's just sort of dire and horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I do check our notifications for our comments and stuff, so if you ever DM us, I still will see it. Don't worry.
Do not fret.
But yeah, you can find us those places. You can also send us an email, or you can message us right in the Q&A section on Spotify and just let us know what movies you want us to talk about, chat about. We also have the Patreon, where you can pay $2.86. We just covered Nosferatu. You can hear us talk about bouncing on it crazy style. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and goodbye and good night.